I think the real disability is on an inability to love one another. I think that's a real disability. And if we can begin to empathize and care and love one another more, I think that we're going to be in a better place. And through the art, I think we unlocked that ability to communicate those ideas. And here across all the hallways of this center, those words and ideas resonate in full color.
I just wanted to have a chance for you to tell a little bit about the work you've done and the impact it's had in disabilities.
First of all, thank you, and thank you for your leadership. Thank you for growing and building this incredible gem of an institution that just transforms our university and our community, but literally, our society, the way we think, feel, and especially love one another. I know that because it transformed me when I was creating these pieces, and I think in many ways it helped propel me in my work to engage communities in problem solving. And I think the reason art was the vehicle that I chose is that art is disarming. Art is this universal language. It brings everyone to the table, and I remember all the faculty and the advocates and the clients, the patients, the community that we worked with. They're really the ones who started Artabilities. It's this really beautiful collaborative process that we all came together. As you walk down the halls, you see their expression, and each of those little drawings that are created is another moment in our 50-year history that says that during that time, this one person loved, served, cared enough to be a part of the Mailman Center. And if we can inspire the rest of our community to understand that each of us have a little stroke to add with our paintbrush. We had a PhD, MD faculty member, a dear friend by the name of Jeff Brosco, who's really the inspiration behind this piece. He's a historian. He came up with the idea, let's do a mural about the history of disabilities. And the wonderful thing is that he taught me, about the history of disabilities and this path of growth with the building blocks of different legal cases, legislation, institutions, individuals who through time helped transform this. And I know that in many ways what the history of disabilities is a history of individuals who had enough self-love and dignity to change, literally to change the society to be accepted and understood. And they did that. They transformed that. It's actually the most inspiring of stories if you think about it. And that's what this mural depicts. It depicts this transformational change, from some very dark times for most of human history to what just happened in the last century. And what I have seen as I look at this mural, even when this mural was created, it was part of an exhibition that we created. And if I look back, this was back 2 decades ago, how much change and how much transformation has happened in our society since. How much better it's getting, yes, thanks to the work you do and the work of this Mailman Center. How beautiful this incline is going up. Understanding there's so much more that still needs to be done.
It's the hope, and I do kind of think we talk about it as a history of disability, but it's an inspiration for the future. One of the others that is very important for us is the inclusion one.
So the exhibit and art project we created with Debbie's school, it's talking about the importance of having inclusive nature. It really shows her the voices. This was done with little children. There's a lot of handprints and notes and messages about the services provided and the need for more. I think that we as a society understand the value about having a diverse world, a more textured, rich, yes, tapestry of human experiences. And all of these projects were also in part sponsored by the Cultural Affairs Council through their community grants. It's always been interdisciplinary, and it's always been about leveraging and working across communities. By demonstrating the good we did here, we were transforming the governmental institutions so that they would create entire programs to, yes, have other institutions across Miami-Dade County. And that's the beautiful ripple effect of the knowledge you develop here and the work you do here, that it transforms the society. And I think that's the gift of these 50 years, right, at the Mailman Center.